Yeah, get it.
Get it. Uh.
Good morning.
Hello, everybody. Good morning.
Hope everybody had a lovely weekend.
Hi. It's Monday, everybody.
You guys think Daisy sounds better than usual? Because she's trying a new thing.
I am trying a new thing. I'm mixing it up. I'm trying to get some excitement into our relationship here. And I've got these fancy AirPod things from my daughter, and I thought, I'm going to try these and see if I sound a little better and not like I'm in a tin can.
I feel like it's better. And I hope that people can hear a difference, because I feel like I hear a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, so just let's see how it goes.
Let me show you the banner for our good friends at Omaha Steaks, because you guys, in case you've forgotten, they still have the amazing deal that you get 50% off your deluxe grill out assortment. That's the thing that comes with like 30 different things in this beautifully contained ice chest. So you're set to go for like barbecues, your own family's meals for a good long while, entrees, sides, desserts, all of it. It's all in that packet.
Mock is so excited about the ice chest. That's what she gets really excited about. But I want to keep the ice chest. It's so good. No, you guys, it's so awesome. I like the little fillets. The fillets are
they have
so
bacon.
Good. Oh God. Anything you had me at bacon wrapped is what you had me at. Yes, they have such good food. The apple tartlets, everything is so I mean, even their hot dogs are good.
Yeah, they are. They're especially good. I don't know why.
Right. I know.
But they have a magic.
They really do. Everything at Omaha Steaks is so good. It's such a great gift. So this is the perfect time to get it. And you can save 50% on your deluxe grill out assortment order. So do it.
And then you get the 12 free steak burgers thrown in on top of that. So all you do is you go to omahasteaks.com, and then in the keyword search where you like search for things, you just put in chicks. Just put chicks in right there. And it's going to take you right to the page that has that deluxe grill out assortment, and you can get it right there with your 50% off and your free steak burgers. So don't miss out on that special. Get yourself the special today. I wanted to start with a hilarious headline, if I could, because this is real. This is from the New York Post. This is real. Watch.
Oh my God.
That's real, you guys. If you can't read it, it says Camilla Parker Bowles cannot stop talking about Joe Biden's long fart.
It's like, this is a real thing. This is happening in our world. So it's like, it wasn't just a little short snippy fart. It was like the fart in Step Brothers. Y'all remember that fart? The one that tasted like ketchup. Y'all remember that one? That's what happened. Our president is doing that.
I mean, can you even?
I thought that was a joke. Like when you told me that this morning, because I've been kind of busy this weekend. I saw Mike Pompeo speak last night. You guys, I missed Yellowstone. Don't tell me what happened. I don't want to know. So just don't tell me anything about Yellowstone. I have to watch it tonight. So Mock's filling me in, and she's like, "Oh no, that happened." And I'm like, "Wait, why didn't we hear about this before? Since it happened during the climate change thing?" And she's like, "We're just now hearing about it because Camilla is talking about it. She can't stop talking about it."
That's what the report says. Is that it's all she can think about.
Well, it's probably traumatizing. Think about that. Can you imagine?
Or it's just like the most exciting thing that has happened to her since her marriage. You know what I mean?
Probably. Because, it's probably too. Because Charles probably doesn't do that ever. He probably goes to the other side of the palace to fart.
Right.
He doesn't want to.
He's not going to have her hear that. That would be inappropriate.
No. God, you guys, our president is a joke.
Should we play the screaming?
Yes.
Because you guys, remember, because we played it on this very show, I think last Thursday, maybe last Wednesday, when he was asked by Peter Doocy, hey, how about these $450,000 payments to illegals? What's that all about? And Biden was like, that's a garbage report. Yeah. And yes, it will incentivize people if you guys keep printing your garbage. Remember? You guys remember that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, his tune has changed quite a bit. And now he's doing the screamy yell at everybody. Watch this.
Mr. President, I'd like to ask you real quick, sir, where do you stand? You said last week that this report about migrant families at the border getting payments was garbage.
No, I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did.
You said everybody coming across the border gets $450,000.
So the number was what you had a
The
problem with?
number I was referring to.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing.
Sure.
If in fact,
Oh my God.
because of the outrageous behavior of the last administration, you coming across the border, whether it was legal or illegal, and you lost your child, he's gone, you deserve some kind of compensation, no matter what.
Really, do you?
No, you don't.
What that will be, I have no idea.
Oh, of course you don't.
idea.
Because you're not running the country.
Oh my God.
He has no idea what's going on because he's not running the freaking country. He's not doing anything. He has no idea what's going on. This is absolute proof of it. He said it was garbage, and he's defensive.
He's very defensive.
He's defensive because he has no effing clue what's going on. And that's why he's screaming at people. One, because he has dementia, and two, because he's defensive. Good
Well, and
Lord.
imagine being a reporter and him pointing right at you and
Right.
saying, lost your child, as if
Yeah.
it's your personal fault.
Yeah.
You know?
The only thing that would make that worse is if he had a long fart in between it. That's the only thing. Good Lord. He is a mess. He's a mess.
Crazy. And then when Karine Jean-Pierre did her presser about it, and Peter Doocy was like calling her out, basically saying, so we are doing this. We are going to go ahead and do these payments.
Yeah.
She keeps trying to deflect to the Department of Justice and actually said that it's the Department of Justice who will decide the payout amounts.
Yeah.
As if all of a sudden the Department of Justice has control over taxpayer money. When did that happen?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess
thought it
in the Biden administration, this is what I guess they deem to be. This is what they're going to do. It's unbelievable. It's just it's all crazy.
It is crazy.
I was at a dinner last night, and somebody said, we were talking about when we were listening to Mike Pompeo talk, and we were eating and stuff like that. And somebody said something about the guy next to me, super nice man. He said something about this whole $400,000 payment thing and blah, blah, blah. And I said, listen, he's not running the country. Like, it came up, I said, he's not running the country. So he said the whole garbage thing because that's the reason. And he goes, well, who do you think is running it? And I said, it's Obama. It's got to be Obama, right? It's Obama and probably a bunch of his straggler friends that are running the country. And he's finishing his agenda that he wanted to do. He wanted to finish, and he never got a chance to finish it. At least that's what I think. It's somebody else is doing this. Somebody else is pulling the strings. It's not Biden. At least that's my theory. I don't know.
Well, he's definitely not pulling the strings. And now his approval rating is at 38%.
Yeah.
And Kamala is at 28%.
Yeah.
That's
well,
bad.
I mean, it's really, it's awful. I mean, how much worse is it going? 3 more years, you guys.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time he's at the end of his term, what is it going to be? Is it going to be 2%?
I just can't believe there's 38% of the U.S. that actually thinks he's doing something to approve of.
Yeah. How do you rationalize that? How do you rationalize his long farts? How do you do it?
Right.
How do you do
I
it?
don't know. I do not know. But the people that we should be extra mad at this morning in particular are the 13 Republicans who actually voted for the bipartisan infrastructure bill. They could have stopped this entire agenda, and they chose not to. I will never understand why. They're trying to release statements about why. None of the statements actually make any sense.
Yeah.
This is insane that
their statements should be set on fire and pooped on. Like, they first pooped on and then probably set on fire. But they don't matter. They don't matter. All those people need to be voted out. Period. Voted out.
So if we need the list, it is the 13 Republicans are Don Bacon in Nebraska, Brian Fitzpatrick, Pennsylvania, Andrew Garbarino, New York, Anthony Gonzalez, Ohio, John Katko, New York, Adam Kinzinger, of course, Illinois, Nicole Malliotakis of New York, David McKinley, West Virginia, Tom Reed, New York, Chris Smith, New Jersey, Fred Upton, Michigan, Jeff Andrew, New Jersey, and Don Young of Alaska. A lot of New Yorkers need to freaking go.
Get them out of there, you guys. If you guys live in those places, get them out of there. Losers. Losers. Yeah.
Also, so there are now discussions that Biden wants to shut down another pipeline, which is the leading dumbest thing that he could do right now. It's like he wants to hurt Americans as much as possible.
Yeah.
If that were his agenda, he would be doing a perfect job.
Yeah. Well, I
'Cause
mean,
that's
he's a
what he's
puppet.
doing.
So whoever it is that's pulling the strings, and he's just like, Biden, blah, blah. And he says, whoever's pulling the strings wants to hurt America. And he's just like that's garbage. Wait, it's not garbage because this person over here is telling me it's not garbage. So now the next thing is he wants to do this. This is very interesting. Why? Why would you want to do that?
Well, and they're already admitting, I have a couple of clips of Jennifer Granholm, who, I don't know what it is about her. There's something is it the word sinister? I don't know what it is. She completely freaks me out, even though she got that horrible mole taken off of her face. You remember when she had the giant mole?
Moly mole, moly, moly, moly.
Here's a quarter.
Here's a quarter. Get a rat.
Get a rat to gnaw that.
Gnaw it off your face.
Well, she did. She took the quarter,
Okay.
you guys. It was several years ago that she took the quarter. And so it's not the mole or the lack of it that creeps me out. There is just something about her face that just, I find myself like making a fist involuntarily whenever
we're making so many Step Brothers references this morning. There's something about your face that makes me want to punch it. Yeah.
Not that we condone violence on
No,
this show,
we don't condone never condone violence on this show. Never. Mm-mm.
So I've got a couple of clips of her to get to, but first I have an email that I can't remember if I've read before or not.
Listen, we're middle-aged. Give us a break. Okay.
Right. And so I wanted to read it again because it refers to balls, and anytime an email refers to balls, I'm down to clown. This is from Joe Rose. Can you remember that name? Have I said the name Joe Rose before?
I don't, but you're asking me. I'm your middle-aged best friend. I don't. Together,
okay, fair.
We basically make up the brain of a 25-year-old. What do you want from me? I don't know.
Well, Joe Rose, this is way back in September, which is why I feel like maybe I've read it before, but he says, let me start this off by saying my wife is a multi-generation Democrat. Please give her grace. She was born into it. But it was our son's birthday, and I'm in charge of all gifts for the men in the family. So I ordered towels and a couple of bath sheets. And of course, he means MyPillow, in case that's not clear. I was at work when they arrived, so my wife got the package. Needless to say, I got a call. Let's just say she was not impressed. Fast forward, gave them to our son and his wife as she rolled her eyes. And within a couple of hours, our son texts saying how much he loves them. So my next order is towels, sheets, and pillows for all the beds at the cabin. Thank you for making my morning so much better. It's nice to listen to two funny, smart, beautiful women. All my best, Joe Rose from Wisconsin. P.S. I want to send Big Ron DeSantis a couple of bath sheets so he has something big enough to dry off those balls.
He's gonna wrap around. He's gonna do the wrap around. Yeah, you guys. I don't think we've ever heard this email. So I really
okay, good.
Yeah, I don't think you've read this one. I don't I really appreciate that email, Joe.
I love this one. It's one of my most favorites from Joe Rose. It's not R-O-S-E, it's R-O-E-S.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. It's very unique. It's fantastic.
Well, and he knows what's up. And if you go to mypillow.com/chicks, you can still get the buy one, get one free offer on the Giza Dream Sheets, but you can also get massive discounts on their pillows right now. There's a huge special going on, all the sizes of all the pillows. So make sure to go to mypillow.com/chicks, support Mike Lindell, support MyPillow, because God knows there's been enough attempts to cancel them.
Right.
They are still doing their thing. They're still making their products right here in the US. You're going to get them quickly. They're awesome. It's perfect time to order them for Christmas. So
Christmas, you guys, get them for Christmas. It's like the perfect Christmas gift. Everybody loves that. Seriously.
Everybody loves that. Okay, so Jennifer Granholm. So a couple clips. First, I'm going to play you her letting us all know that our heating bills this winter are going to be awful. And so, again, this is in the context of them talking about shutting down another Michigan pipeline. Listen.
In what will likely be a cold winter, most of them expect to pay higher prices for heating their homes?
Yeah, this is going to happen. It will be more expensive this year than last year. We are in a slightly beneficial position, well, certainly relative to Europe, because their chokehold of natural gas is very significant. They're going to pay 5 times higher. But we have the same problem in fuels that the supply chains have, which is that the oil and gas companies are not flipping the switch as quickly as the demand requires. And so that's why the president has been focused on both the immediate term and the long term. Let us get off of the volatility associated with fossil fuels and associated with others who don't have our country's interests at heart and invest in moving to clean energy
Oh my
where we
God.
will not have this problem. And that's so much of what these two bills are focused on.
God. They've been singing this song for how many years have they been doing this?
How much money did they invest into things like Solyndra that
Right.
were a total disaster? You cannot
Right.
just stop. And by the way, all of these green energy methods of like energizing the country also require coal and natural
Yes,
gas
they do.
and oil.
Amen to
and
that.
all of
Amen
these
to-
things. They are so
Right.
dumb. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
I feel this is again where I feel like who do you think is like pulling the strings? Because I swear to God, it's like we have heard all this crap before. Ugh.
And then it gets worse because then she finds this whole thing to be apparently hilarious. Listen to this.
No, okay.
Michigan, it is $2.89 a gallon. I guess that's better than in California. What is the
That's cheap.
Granholm plan to increase oil production in America?
Oh my God. That is hilarious. Would that I had the magic wand on this. As you know, of course, oil is a global market. It is controlled by a cartel. That cartel is called OPEC.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I think sinister is a great word.
Yeah, there's just something evil about that
Yeah,
woman, man.
Yeah, her face, it is quite sinister. And then the laughing.
Well, what was funny? Like, what was
Nothing.
The only thing that was funny is that sounded so cheap. That gas was like, oh my God,
And $2.89.
I would love to pay that right now.
Exactly. I was like, 289 does sound really, where can I get to it? I'll drive there right now and take my car. Where is it? Do I have to drive 12 hours to get there? Because I'll go. My God.
Well, and I think it was that same, who was that? Was that Dana Bash that was interviewing her in that first clip?
Yes,
I think
it
that's who
was.
that was.
I really want to say Dana, but yes,
I know.
Dana. Her name is
It
Dana
was
Bash.
in
Yes.
that same interview that she asked, is it possible that gas will hit more than $4 a gallon? And Granholm was like, well, we hope not. As if, well, what are you going to do? How about you just open the freaking pipelines that you shut down, you monstrous tyrants?
Yeah. See, this is the thing. They don't, but see, it doesn't matter to them because they can afford it. So what do
Yeah,
they
the
care?
elites are going to
They
be
can
fine no
afford
matter
it.
what.
They're going to be fine because we're giving them money because they get constant piles of money from us.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. This crap doesn't matter to them. It just doesn't.
GCQC, thank you very much. They write, I'd like to know why everyone knows Mock's email address but me. I have a MyPillow story. So all of our contact information is on our website, chicksontheright.com. But if you need the email, it's chicks@WIB as in boy, C as in cat.com. Chicks@WIBC.com. You can send your MyPillow stories. You can send your Omaha Steak stories. You can send stories about any of our sponsors, and we are happy to share them. So absolutely do that. Okay, yeah, so pipelines. Like, this is a thing that they're actually talking about shutting down more of, and then they're going to go crawling on their hands and knees to OPEC saying, hey, can you make some more oil for us? Because we ran out.
Yeah. This is not going to end well. And I don't know. This is the thing, Mock. I don't know. What is the end goal? What is the end goal here? Because everything they're touching is turning to crap. I don't know what is it that they're wanting to do besides destroy? I mean, literally, because I just keep thinking they just want to destroy the country. So what else could they possibly want to do? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's hard to imagine that they would all be so collectively stupid to believe that we can do energy for an industrial nation like ours without oil, gas. I mean, it's so dumb that it's hard for me to actually fathom that is what they think. So the only other alternative is that they want this country to fail so that they can have ultimate total control of it. Okay. And that everybody will be crawling to the government because no one will have jobs. No one will have their basic needs fulfilled. We'll be Venezuela, and the very tippy top of the food supply chain, which is the government, will be fine. And they'll hand us all scraps equal but miserable. That's what they want.
Right. So that in essence is the socialist utopia that they want.
Sounds great, doesn't
it? Communism's awesome, you guys. Woohoo! Yeah, this is precisely what they want. This is what they want. It's the end goal. And the thing is, the people who are pushing it are the people who already have their lives set up and they are loaded. They're already loaded and they already have these are the people who have the $500 million Netflix deals, y'all. They're already loaded.
Exactly. They're not going to hurt from any of these policies, no matter what.
Not at all. They're already living the high life right now. And their families are. Their families are set up. Their kids, their grandkids, their great-grandkids, their great-great-grandkids are set up. They're fine. So make no mistake, they just want the hell for you and your families. Just think about that.
We need a palate cleanser.
Thank God.
And I know just the person to do that for us.
Who's that, Mark? Who's that?
Governor Ron DeSantis.
He's kind of like one of those towels you get in first class. You know what I mean? And you put them all over your face.
Yeah, and you just like pat, and it just feels so nice and warm.
Rub him everywhere. You put him everywhere. And that's what you do. I've seen you in first class. You're like, where do I put this thing? Oh God. Yeah. That's
like a warm blanket.
The 2 times we've been on first class when we weren't really supposed to be there, and you're like, can I have 4 extra meals? Thanks.
Oh my God, first class was like the highlight of my entire existence. You can eat all the things, you guys. You can eat so many things.
Since they don't really want us there ever again. We've been asked never to be on first class ever again.
So you know what? I don't even remember what this clip of DeSantis is about. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's just his face and his giant balls. It's his face and his giant balls, you guys.
It doesn't matter what he says. Everything he says is perfect. I am smitten. Listen. Oh, I have to press play. One moment.
I think it's interesting that this is being done under the guise of emergency power. This was announced 2 months ago.
Vaccine
and it said
mandate.
this is an emergency and that this is grave danger is facing. Then why did it take you 2 months to issue the rule? And then, of course, the rule doesn't take effect until January, which is convenient because it'll minimize workforce disruptions over the holiday season, which we know we're likely to see anyways. And then this would only exacerbate that. I think it's interesting that this is being done under the guise of.
It's very interesting.
Yeah, because it's not about anything other than power. That's what all this stuff is about. All this mandate crap and all these rules. And like, remember when they were like, hey, we're going to lift this mask thing, but we're going to lift your mask mandate on this arbitrary date. Remember then they would do that? I remember them doing that in Indiana and stuff, and I'd be like, "That's so dumb, for real."
You know, we're still under an emergency order here. Eric Holcomb, the governor, keeps extending the emergency order because he just can't. He's so addicted to the federal money. So even though there's no mandates that are necessarily tied to the order, he keeps saying, "Oh yeah, we're in a total state of emergency. Oh my God, we need all the federal money." And I'm just like, remember when you weren't a Democrat? Do you remember?
Remember when you had balls? Remember when you had those? Remember? And then they got cut off.
Like, did he steal them from everybody? Because his are so big now. I don't get it. I don't get it.
He did. He actually did. It's like he just took all the balls and then he stapled them to his balls. And now his balls are so huge. It's like, I can't believe he doesn't walk out with a wheelbarrow. Just like holding his balls. You know what I mean? Crazy.
In stark contrast, we have the Surgeon General, Vivek Murthy, who was interviewed by, God, I can't remember her name, that pinch face newscaster. You'll know her when you see her question him. So she's basically about to ask him, hey, is this mandate going to affect employers that have fewer than 100 employees? What do you think about that? And here is what he says.
And Dr. Murthy, if the law survives legal challenges, will the administration be extending the mandate to smaller employers with fewer than 100 employees?
Well, Martha, certainly nothing is off the table at this moment, but the focus right now is on implementing the current rule that OSHA put out. And finally, let me just emphasize that these rules actually work. What we've seen in a report issued recently was that on average, businesses that put these requirements in place see a 20% increase in vaccination rates, often boosting them into the 90s. So if we realize, as we have over the past year, that vaccination is one of our key pathways out of this pandemic, these requirements will do a lot to get us to where the finish line.
So that's the thing, is that Ron Klain, chief of staff for Biden, also put out a similar statement saying, hey, great news. No, it wasn't Ron Klain. It was somebody else from the White House who put out this tweet saying, great news. We had 8.8 million shots administered this week, like the more than ever before. And they're bragging about it. I'm like, you're bragging about being tyrants. Right. Of course people are going to comply when their livelihoods are at stake. You shouldn't be bragging about that.
Well, you didn't hear any of the data or the stats on that freaking show about, or from that guy, from the Surgeon General, about all the people who are going to be leaving their jobs and all the people who are going to be now out of work. You didn't hear that. There wasn't that balance. You didn't hear that at all. What you heard was, oh, it works. And by the way, nothing is off the table. So basically, get ready, because we're going to come after you, people who have fewer than 100 employees. Get ready. We're coming for you. We're coming for everybody, because it doesn't matter whether these people are losing their jobs, whether you want religious freedom, whether you want freedom in general. We're coming for you. That's what I heard there. That's all that I heard there, because they don't give a shit about freedom. They don't care. They don't care about America and American values and the fact that you want freedom. I mean, they don't care about the fact that, listen, people have just rolled over. People are not. What you need to do, and this is another thing I talked to people about last night, is that so many people have just said, well, I need to have a job, so I'm going to roll over and I'm going to do this, which I understand, because a lot of people need to have jobs. But what I think a lot of conservatives probably should have done is band together and said, no, we're not going to do this. And if they did it as a group, I'm just going to use your radio station, for example. This is a great example. If everybody at your radio station got together and said, no, what were they going to do? Because I got to tell you, the guys on the 7th floor, if they had nobody on the radio, they would not be making money anymore. They would not be making money. They wouldn't be driving their fancy cars, and they wouldn't be making any money if everybody got together and said, we're not going to be on the radio anymore. But the problem is that everybody doesn't band together and do that. It's just like pieces here and there. Some people, that's how I feel about that. Conservatives aren't banding together, which is part of our problem, is that people get scared, or they feel like, no, I need to do this, or I get it, because people need to put food on their table, and people get scared, and people feel like, well, I just need to do this just to kind of keep the peace. But we've got to stand up at some point, or else there will be nothing left. There will be no freedoms left for anybody, for our kids, for our grandkids. At some point, what are we going to do? I mean, we've got to stand up.
Thankfully, the Fifth Circuit? The Fifth Circuit federal judge said, this mandate's not okay. We're putting a stop to it. So right now it's on hold, and the administration is supposed to respond to that today, which I'm sure they will. And so ultimately, I would hope that this would get to the Supreme Court sooner rather than later, because this is like a massive issue that literally affects the entire country in a huge way. And so, man, I hope that Kavanaugh and freaking Amy Coney Barrett do the right thing, because they have been so squirrely. I would hope that they would actually recognize, like this federal court did, that this is such an overreach, that this cannot continue. These kinds of overreaches cannot continue.
I want to trust ACB. I don't.
Yeah.
Anymore.
Well, she's been very disappointed.
Yeah, she's been a huge disappointment. And so Kavanaugh, I think maybe he may do the right. Yeah, I don't know. But she's just been a huge, complete disappointment. And so these folks have got to realize that, like, I get it. Like I said, I get it. People just they get squirrely. They want to put food on the table. They just want to they got to get a paycheck. I get it. Yeah. But conservatives have just historically been bad about coming together in general, and being like, okay, guys, let's do this together and let's fight. I get it. It's hard, but
and also conservatives are by nature rule followers, right?
Right.
I mean,
right.
We're the rule following, tax paying, job holding people.
Right. We're rule followers, plus we're individualists. we're very individual. We're very much like, I'm going to take care of myself and I'm going to take care of my family.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not like getting out. We don't get out there and like go, okay, everybody, I'm a joiner. You know what I mean? I'm going to get out there and join this group of people. We're just not that way. And so, you know, we tend to sort of keep to ourselves, and we're very individualist. And so this has been a tough thing, I think, for conservatives. It's been tough.
Speaking of balls, I have a talk for you.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Don't forget, November 7th, set your clocks back an hour, daylight savings time. I'm going to set mine back to 1775 when this country had balls and chicks didn't. Come on.
Oh my God, I love it. That's the greatest.
When the country had balls and chicks didn't.
God, that is so great.
Also, speaking of male anatomy, this guy's face, watch him.
Oh my God, this is the tiniest little wiener I've ever seen. It's so...
That's that's pretty average. I don't know what that's normal size.
Oh my God.
I love him. Oh my God, I love him.
That's so great, his face.
I know.
How much you play it again? You gotta play it again.
Okay.
I love that guy.
Oh my God, this is the tiniest little wiener I've ever seen. It's so...
That's pretty average. I don't know what that's normal size.
His face.
I know, it's so great.
He has like a Joaquin Phoenix sort of look to him.
Yeah, that's exactly who it reminds me of.
It's who he reminds me. Yeah.
Oh
my
also,
God.
what the hell is happening at Microsoft, you guys? Here is a virtual program that they just put together. This is the wokest wokeness you are ever gonna woke. What?
This is real?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Kelly Gadilla. I'm a Caucasian woman with long blonde hair, and I go by she, her.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nick Fillingham. I'm a Caucasian man with glasses and a beard. I go by he, him.
I'm an Asian and white female with dark brown hair wearing a red sleeveless top.
I'm a tall Hispanic male wearing a blue shirt, khaki pants.
First, we want to acknowledge that the land where the Microsoft campus is situated was traditionally occupied by the Sammamish, the Duwamish, the Snoqualmie, the Suquamish, the Muckleshoot, the Snohomish, the Tulalip, and other Coast Salish peoples since time immemorial.
What is going on?
That is real.
What is happening?
It went viral over the weekend, and people were like, what the hell is happening? So the way that they rationalized it, because a spokesperson tried to explain why they're describing their physical appearance, and they said it was for visually impaired people so that they could imagine the like what these people look like when they heard their voices, which is so dumb, because for people who've been blind since birth, they have no idea what brown hair or blonde hair or whatever. They don't know what that looks like anyway. So how it would help them, I have no idea.
Why would they care about pronouns? Why would
I don't know.
Why would they care? They wouldn't care. The pronoun thing is like so stupid, right?
It makes no sense, but that is real. That's how they introduce their little seminars now, and I cannot.
You guys, just so you know, my pronouns are still chimichanga. They still are. I haven't changed them. Just so we're clear.
Right. Okay, I've got a few more that we have to get through. This is my dream come true.
Every night.
Hi. Were you looking through the window?
Oh my!
Why isn't this my life? Why?
I'd let you inside, but you just pee everywhere.
Oh my God!
The first thing you'd do is you would go in my bed and you'd pee on my pillows.
Does she feed him?
Hi, Dixie.
Every night.
Can you even? Why is that not my life?
Oh my God! So she feeds him and they sleep in the doghouse.
And they hang out in her backyard.
Okay, that's kind of cute. That's actually kind of cute.
It's
I'll give
super
you that.
cute.
But see, don't let them in the house.
Okay,
Don't,
the people commenting that they can have rabies, can you just not be so Captain Bring Down? Can you just not? Why you gotta do that?
Listen, people can have rabies, okay? People can. You know who probably has rabies? Joe Biden. Yeah.
Is a side effect of rabies long farts? Because
long farts and screaming. We heard that that's a side effect of rabies. Probably has rabies. You guys.
You guys, this guy. I'm just. There's no setup required. Watch.
So if I kiss you up under your neck, it'll make you holler. Come here, give me your neck. So if I kiss you up under your neck, it'll make you holler. Come here, give me your neck.
Give me your neck.
Oh my God, I love it. That is so great.
Okay, last one, and then I have to go.
Okay.
The kids of this woman pranked her and got her convinced that they turned her television into a touch screen, and she believed them.
Oh my God, that's so mean.
I know.
Remote not working right now.
We switched it to touchscreen last night. I already told you this. You actually have to go up to the TV and swipe up and down.
That is so mean. It's so mean.
On a good documentary or something. I just scroll up. Yep. You're doing good. Yep. Oh, you scrolled down. Okay.
Oh my God.
The hell?
Oh my
So the
God.
dad walks in and he's like, "What the hell are you doing? It's not a touch
It's
screen."
not
Oh
a
my
touch
God.
screen. That is so something that my kids would do to me. I mean, I'm not even kidding. Like my kids would absolutely do that to me, and I would fall for it. I would be like, "Wait, you did that? Wait, it's like is it one of those smart TVs?" And I would do that. I'd do the same thing. Only my husband would not. He would let me do it. He'd let me sit up there and do it for like 15 minutes while the kids like totally screwed with me, because that's our family. Yeah, that's how we roll.
Anyway, those are your talks today.
You guys, those are great
Thank
talks.
you, Michelle. Michelle says her husband's pronouns are he and hungry.
That's good. That is really, really good. Okay,
Oh
you
my
guys,
God.
it's Monday. We're all gonna make it
We
through. I
can
gotta stretch.
We can do this.
We
We've
can do
got
it.
this.
We can do it. Bring it in. Oh, you guys, bring it in. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day.
It's gonna be a good day.
Cash,
It's gonna be a
Cash
good week.
Cash wants to say hello to
Make him
everybody
go,
really quick. Oh, it's gonna be a good day with the snoot. You guys have a great day. We'll talk